We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. How's it going, guys? I told you I'm going to commit to this Monday, Wednesday, Friday live streaming. Doing it from the car today. Don't worry, I'm parked. I'm waiting for somebody. Um, and I just wanted to kind of give a recap of the Latinos in Clinical Research yesterday. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. Just go to the YouTube channel, Latinos in Clinical Research. It was over an hour long with Carla Vera Navas, and she talked about how she got started in the industry, how she became a phase 1 monitor, which is really tough. Phase 1 monitor without a bachelor's degree. I don't want you guys getting excited. That's not the norm. We even stated that during the Zoom session yesterday on Latinos in Clinical Research. So go check that out if you want to get inspired. Latinos in Clinical Research on YouTube. And then during that call, we had a CRC Academy student, Evelyn, who joined. And I've been hearing from Ashley and from Monica that she's, really passionate and she's determined from the class. So we interviewed her, and we're going to follow her. We're going to follow the process to see what she's doing, what progress she's made, how many places she's applied, what's the transferable skills that you have. And then later today, hey Sherry, later today I go on TikTok and I find people asking me questions about, hey, I got medical background as a medical assistant, but I have no clinical research experience. How do you get started? And it's like, the research sites, there's research clinics in your area. Don't go for the big research clinics. Don't go for the academic institutions. Don't go for the hospitals. Go for the small research clinics, the ones you've never heard of. Google them. Google clinical research in your zip code, and you'll find companies you've never heard of that are operating in your neighborhood, in your community. If your community's small, Google the nearest large city to you. They research sites, the smaller they are, the more medical assistant help they need, especially if they're at that stage where they're going from a small to a medium-sized site. They're in a transition period. Right now, a lot of sites are getting very busy, so they're understaffed. Right now, I know of 3 CROs that are so understaffed, and I know we're jumping around topic to topic. We're talking about sites, then we're talking about CROs. I don't think CRO is a place you go without experience for the most part. I think research site is a better ROI for your efforts, for your blood, sweat, tears, dedication. But I do think it's possible for certain individuals with the right culture fit to get started at a CRO or even a sponsor as well, although it's a little more rare. Usually as a clinical trial associate or clinical trial assistant. It's rare for CROs, but you can find entry-level positions. Remote site monitor is one. Trust me, these CROs are so behind on their hiring. But the research sites, let's not overlook the research sites, because we always talk about being generalist. And at the research site level, especially the smaller the site, the better off you'll be. You have more opportunity to learn a lot more, soak it all up. When you're starting out in clinical research, you're like a baby. You're like an infant. And when babies turn 3, I guess they're toddlers at that point. When they turn 3, 4, they're like sponges. They absorb everything because everything's a new experience for them. It's the same thing when you're starting out in clinical research. So you're going to be exposed to more things at the site level, a wider variety of things at the site level. This is why I encourage you to consider research sites in your area. Not the big sites, not the hospitals, not the academic centers, because they're going to just streamline you. You might as well be at a CRO. But you're going to be involved at the smaller sites, small is the new big. You're going to be involved on the ground level, dealing with patients, dealing with monitors, dealing with PIs, dealing with the coordinators, dealing with your staff, regulatory, all that stuff you're going to learn. You might even learn some patient recruitment. You might even learn some budgeting, all these kind of things. Hello, Noemi. How's it going? So, it takes... Now, everybody starts out research naive, right? So the variable becomes your attitude. The variable becomes how much did you learn? Not because you can brag about how much you learned, but an employer wants somebody, even if they're research naive, they want somebody that at least has a clue about clinical research. My biggest fear, and I'm sure all the other site owners of my level, small to medium sized clinics, would agree, our biggest fear is to hire somebody who we think has a lot of potential, who they think they like research. We hire them, we invest time in training them, and 3 months into it, they decide clinical research is not for them, and then they quit, right? And so, look, clinical research is not for everybody. There's a place in the industry for everybody, regardless of your background, regardless of your skill set. There's a place in the industry for everybody, but it's not also not for everybody because the learning curve is steep and employers are afraid of that. They're afraid of people who think they know what they want to do. The employers are not here to let you try out what it is that you think you want to accomplish in your career. That's not the employers are here to hire staff so that they can turn more of a profit, handle more business, turn more of a profit, handle more business, scale up their business, grow their business. That's what they're here for. They're not here to necessarily let you have an open sandbox where you can just play around and figure out what's your passion. They expect you to know that going in. You may not know it well, but you can at least have an idea of your current skill set, and you could have done your homework to see where your current skill set fits into the mix uh, of the industry. So, for example, if you are a medical assistant, that's obviously super easy transition to coordinator or even research assistant, especially when it comes to patient care, patient interaction, because a lot of the visits in most studies have assessments that require blood draws, EKGs, vital signs. Those are things that medical assistants already do. So now if you're a medical assistant, it's just a matter of learning the context of what you're going to be doing. You're not going to a private practice or a medical office where you're seeing 200 patients a day and the name of the game is get through these patients quickly. You're in clinical research where the name of the game is GCP, patient safety, informed consent, follow the protocol. Nowhere near that level of volume, 200 patients a day, maybe 20 at the most, especially if you go to these smaller clinics, it's going to be more like 5 patients a day on average. So, the context of where you fit in is important. And that's your job. You have to learn, you have to know the industry before you start applying. You don't need to know it well, but you need to know it well enough to alleviate those concerns of the employer. So I want to make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, follow, love, throw the thumbs up, throw the hearts up, throw the questions in here. I got a couple more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes to go through some questions, but just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm seeing the common themes everywhere. And it's about you. I'm looking at you. You are the variable. Everybody starts out research naive, but not everybody starts out the same. I'll repeat that. Everybody starts out research naive in clinical research, but not all research naive people are the same. What have you done to better your chances, to improve your chances? And if you're already in the industry, you should have an idea of where it is that you want to go, slash, where it is that you can go, slash, if there's any overlap between those two in that little gray area where the two circles intersect. That looks like a heart, but where the two circles intersect and there's like a gray area, I forget what that's called. Somebody put in the comments what that's called. That's your sweet spot, right? And then that's how you look for opportunities when you are already in the space. And it all boils down to networking too. Networking is important because it's going to put you in touch with people who can tell you more information. hey, this company's hiring. This CRO is behind 100 people for for their remote site monitors or whatever it may be. This company needs coordinators and they're willing to train medical assistants. This company needs patient recruitment. This company wants to start recruiting patients online, but they don't know how to do that. This is where you learn the opportunities. You're not going to learn that just sitting around watching Netflix. You're going to learn that you can sit around on a live stream like this and talk to the people in the comments. You can learn this on Clubhouse, right? So you can still sit around physically at home, but it's just, where is your mind? Where is your mind being occupied? Luisa says, hey Dan, how's it going? True, we all start research naive. We just look around and ask. And it's never been easier. Never been easier to look around and ask. Never been easier. Ade, good day, Dan. Joshua, sales executive for Medivocation. I'm here to help you make your healthcare recruitment experience easier, faster, and at an affordable price by using our unique performance-based recruitment solution. Medivocation is a global healthcare recruitment marketplace that strives to connect millions of healthcare professionals with the best medical employers and recruiters. You'll be able to post all of your vacancies absolutely free of charge. Ade, thank you. I don't charge for this free plug. I don't know anything about that. I know that this is a testament to how desperate companies are to staffing needs. So I would suggest, Ade, go to latinosinclinicalresearch.com. Go to jobs. There's a section for jobs for employers to post. Post the jobs. We will post it on there. We'll post it on there. Look, guys, they're dropping in right here. Ade, everybody reach out to Ade right now if you're somebody looking for a job. Right here. Here is his LinkedIn right there. Deepti, attitude should be to always be learning even when you know a job well. You never know what will come in handy. Yes, Deepti, not only that, but jobs don't stay the same, ever. The role of a coordinator today fundamentally is no different than it was 10, 20 years ago. But the tools are different. The tools are eSource now. The tools are EDC. 20 years ago, there was no EDC. The tools are different. The patient-reported outcomes are electronic. The studies, some of them are turning virtual, some of them are turning hybrid. The diversity factor. Everybody needs diversity. Everybody needs more minorities in their studies for patients. These things change over time. But the fundamentals may not change, but the job will never stay the same. That's absolutely right. And the opportunities never stay the same. This is where the difference is. The difference between where the industry is going and where the current workforce's skill set remains stagnant, the difference between that translates into more opportunities for you. And if you do it the right way, it translates into more income, more quality of life, whatever it is you're trying to achieve in your career. Most people, it's income or quality of life or a combination of the two. So always be looking. This is why networking is important. This is why being on... I've never seen as many free virtual events than I have since COVID in our industry. There's free event just about every day. I'm speaking on one tomorrow. I'm going to be a moderator tomorrow for 2 panels. I think it's for the Clinical Research Association of Canada, CRAC. I don't know if that's free or not, but there's free or very low cost events every day. Look at LatinosInClinicalResearch.com. We have free event every month. Sometimes in the month we have multiple free events. There's a clubhouse room just about every day, multiple clubhouse rooms every day, focused on med, tech, or research, or some combination of those 3. Every day. There's me live streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's other channels out there too. There's Black Women in Clinical Research. And they're all open to all ethnicities. Latinos Clinical Research open to all ethnicities. Doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. Next month, look. Brandon Wall, excited for the Biotech Vendor Webinar Series next month through LICR. Absolutely right, Brandon. Shout out to Brandon Wall. Shout out to Brandon. We love your enthusiasm in this space. True, we learn as we go. My dad always said that knowledge does not occupy space. I have learned to go every day by it. That has helped me succeed everywhere I go. That's right. Knowledge is unlimited. And I would go a step further and say knowledge is free. Like, it's never been more plentiful in the history of mankind, knowledge, and it's never been cheaper. I mean, it's free. It's free. So that's the variable is you. You have all the tools at your disposal. There is no reason why you should not get a job in the industry, and once you're in, rapidly, if that's what you want, rapidly increase your career opportunities. I mean, rapidly. The variable is you. When I say the variable is you, I really mean that. You, not someone else. I am having difficulty getting a job as a CRA. I've watched the video and read the book. I am an RN BSN. Still having some difficulties. You have to have a LinkedIn profile. I highly recommend having a LinkedIn profile. My question to you would be, why do you not have one? It's free. And you're trying to get a career, and you have a background that a lot of employers would love as a CRA. RN BSNs, I mean, every single RN BSN that's done the CRA Academy has gone on to get hired. Maybe not as a CRA right away, but they've gone on to get hired, and eventually they're well on their way to being a CRA. So I would suggest our CRA Academy, which is not free, but it is very low cost compared to competitors. And we give real work experience, real monitoring on real studies, remote monitoring on a breast cancer study right now. It's working out very well for our students. But my question to you would be, why don't you have a LinkedIn profile? You need it. And you need a clubhouse. And you need everything. You know, any tool you can get your hands on that's free, you need to be on it. So LinkedIn is where these recruiters live. LinkedIn is where these employers live and look for people like you. So why are you not on LinkedIn? This week I started a new job at a big CRO as a CRA2, excited for all the training. Oh, congratulations, Noemi. Big congratulations to you. I can't wait till we can interview you. Let's set up a time. Once you settle in to your role, let's interview you. I would love to hear about your onboarding process and all that stuff if you would like. Clinical research may initially be a volunteer investment, but where better to learn a new skill during COVID-19 than at an actual site versus being remote? Agree. Absolutely. Naomi says, thanks for all the videos, helped me a lot. Thank you, Naomi, for watching. Thank you, Noemi, for watching. And thank you for proving that you are the variable, because I've seen you on the live streams. I've seen you asking the right questions. I see you have a LinkedIn profile. This is where you're active. And let me know if LinkedIn, I would love to interview you to ask if LinkedIn has been helpful in your job search, because I know so many people where LinkedIn's been the reason they got hired. Not one of the biggest parts, the reason. So you need to, guys, if you're not on LinkedIn, I mean, it's a free country. For the most part, it's a free world. But you need to be on LinkedIn. Nobody's going to tell you to do it. You should want to be on there. Thank you for all the videos. Truly, I appreciate the help and recommendations. Look, guys, I'm going to let you go. Go out there and get it. Go out there and do what you got to do. Go out there and learn. Go out there and figure out how to solve problems for employers. Go out there at the site level. If you're a little more experienced, go look at the CRO and sponsor level. If you're really experienced, go try to be a contractor or a consultant and really help people out, like generalist level. Just go make things happen and go share this with somebody. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch y'all later. Short and sweet today. Take care.